You need to have a minimum standard when considering any kind of deal, and today I'm going to explain why. So a lot of you watching this video will simply be too thirsty. You'll be taking any client or prospect that comes to you. You'll be working with anyone that says they want to work with you. And as long as you continue to do this, this will be one of your biggest downfalls in business. You won't continue to grow at the rates you want, and you won't be working with the right kind of clients. So I made a few notes on my phone that I'm going to go through with you on this video. So that's why you might see me checking this. And today I wanted to talk about what kind of clients are the right clients to work with, how to decide whether to work with a client or not, and what the kind of warning signs are that maybe you're working with someone who you shouldn't be working with. So you have to set standards when you're first going to start working with a new client, or you should maybe actually do this as an exercise and go through the list of the current clients that you're working with. And I want you to think about some of these questions. I want you to ask yourself some of these questions and think about whether or not your clients or prospects match these questions. So the first one is, do you tolerate negative clients? Do you tolerate clients who are constantly questioning what you're working on, what you're doing, who are always following up with you? Do you tolerate clients or prospects who turn up late to phone calls? Like if you've set a discovery call with a new prospect for the first time and they don't show up and they don't give you warning, or they show up late, I bet most of you will still continue to work with them and won't think about that as a warning sign. Do your clients pay on time? This one is really important. If your client pays you a few days late, if they have some discrepancies about payment, if they almost try and negotiate with you too much, that is often a big sign for me as well. So I want you to think about that. And then finally, I want you to think about what are your core values as a person, as a business owner. Do your clients align with those? Because a lot of the time, let's say you're running a social media marketing agency and maybe you're doing a huge cold email campaign or something like that, and you get some bites, you get onto the phone with some people, it's pretty easy to tell immediately whether or not your values align. And another thing to think about is are your clients just not quite at the intellectual level that you are at? Are you working with dumb clients? Think about that too. And I'm not saying that you want to be, well, I'm not saying that you should position yourself way, way higher than your clients or think that you're some kind of God looking down on them or something, but it is really important to think about the kind of people that you're working with. I've had this mistake myself, when I first started in business, I started working with people just because they wanted to work with me, they were willing to pay the money and they were ready to go. And I started working with them and I didn't think about core values, I didn't think about how intellectual are they? I didn't think about whether they turn up on time for calls. And those clients, you spend the same amount of time working on those clients as you do on the great clients, but they give you a much harder time. So the focus of this video, I want you to go away, look at your current client kind of list or database, look at the prospects you're talking to right now, and just think about some of these questions before you continue in your conversations with them. And if you do find that you're working with people who you hate doing the work for them, they pay you late, your values don't align, I really want you to think about letting go of those clients and firing those clients, because initially it will be a tough kind of pill to swallow. You'll lose some revenue, but in the long term it will be worth it. And I'll definitely be dropping another video about that too, about how you can actually fire your clients. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did like this video, if you found some of it useful, if you want to see a video about how to actually fire your clients, like this video, subscribe to the channel, give me a comment down below, and I will see you again soon for another kind of clip just like this one.